Hi, it's Stacy with So Steady, and we are back for Wednesday Wonders. So we are super excited to have you join us today. I'm going to tell you about a couple chances to win that we have going on this week. And then I'm going to go ahead and share with you our amazing Versa table. So this is a table that we created. It is our first ever modular table. That means that you have the ability to make this table a little bit smaller or a lot bigger. So you have the ability to go ahead and piece it together. Now, this table is unique in the opportunity to piece it. We do provide you with special brackets to be able to do that with. And it even comes with one of our amazing grid gliders. So this also has a unique travel bag with it. It's called our Versa bag. And so we're excited to share a little bit of information about that with you. And our original Versa table is just a two-piece option, but we now have extended it to a giant Versa table that is providing you a total overall size with 4 pieces at 28 by 27. So a really big workspace. So you can go from a 13 by 16 workspace all the way up to a 28 by 27. So I'm excited to share with you this Versa table today. First, I'm going to share with you a video we created a couple years ago when we brought it out. And that table is going to share with you some of the basics on setup, how to put the table together. And then I'm going to take you over and I'm going to show you our 4-piece that's right behind me here and how that all works. So, and then we'll share with you a couple chances to when we've got going on later this week. So let's dive in. So go ahead and share with you again our first video here, and that is on our original Versa table.
All right, hi, I'm Stacy with So Steady, and I am here to introduce our new Versa table. So our new Versa table is pretty amazing. This is the first ever modular table that So Steady has brought out in our line. What you're looking at right here is a brand new travel bag. This is a new travel bag that was built for our Versa table. It's a 15 by 20 travel bag, but it's got some amazing features in it. So you're getting a bigger table than what we currently offer in our large, which is 18 by 24. A lot more space left to right, and then about the same size front to back. It allows you to really have the ideal workspace depending on if you're doing smaller projects or bigger projects, or if you don't have a lot of space to work with, maybe you're going to a class. Now I'd like to show you how you're going to install that table on your machine. What we have here is we have 8 legs that we're going to be installing on the 2 sections of our new Versa table. And we have these 2 acrylic brackets. And I'm going to show you how you install those acrylic brackets with the legs in a really, really simple, easy way to be able to make that table happen. The other thing that I pulled out, and I haven't mentioned yet out of this bag, is a grid glider. And that's the final thing that we're going to put on the table to be able to kind of pull it out together. So as always, our leg system is a system that allows you to be able to adjust the leg height by using the levelers that we have built into the feet of them. As always, you always want to remove the accessory tray on your machine before you install your table. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside right here. And then in order to identify the correct height of the table, I'm going to go ahead and put just 1 foot, and I'm going to eyeball it and say, I need it about 1/4 inch below the height of the free arm, because that's where I'm going to be installing it on my existing table. So now I've got 1 at the correct height, and then I'm going to measure out all of the rest of the feet that I'm going to install to that same height. So as you can see, I'm just pushing the feet right onto the tabletop there. So now I've got my legs installed, and I'm just showing you how you would put the first section of the table on. As I put the legs onto the table, now I'm just going to kind of push that over. And as you can see, we have a table that fits perfectly around the cutout of the machine. So I do see one area that I'm going to just do a little minor adjustment because it seems a little high right here. Now, as we're starting to look at doing a bigger project, maybe you want to start quilting, then that's when we want to go ahead and extend the sewing surface. So let's go ahead and show you how you're going to do that and how we would install the grid glider at the same time. So now I'm going to take this table and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of turn it upside down. as you can see, both of these tables have our logo on them. So as you're turning it upside down and trying to identify where you're going to be laying it, you just want those logos to be on the same side as you're matching them up. One other thing to note is that we have curved edges on the table that is going to be the smaller section that you can choose to go in between or extend. So this is curved all the way around. And then on the extension, we've actually built in a little curve on this to be able to match the contours of the other table. And that allows it to lock into place a little bit more securely as well. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of butt that up, make sure it kind of puzzles into each other that way nicely. And then I'm going to remove the leg that I installed on the outside edge. So now I'm going to go ahead and secure the two sections of the table together. So that's where we use our new acrylic locks, and that's where those come in. And I'm going to go ahead and just put the tube through the hole of the acrylic lock. And you see that one is a little tighter than the other. That's okay. Now I'm going to take that lock and I'm going to go ahead and just push the legs onto the buttons. So I'm going to do that again with this lock. Again, just pushing the tube through that opening. And then I'm going to go ahead and push that onto the table. So I'm going to push the other two legs onto the table. And again, we're just matching height here. So I've got those legs all at the same height. I'm going to push those onto the edge. And voila, I have now got my Versa table. You can see that it's very solid and it's all secured nicely together. So if you wanted to make minor adjustments to the height now that you've got it onto the table, this is again where you use your feet to level out the table in all of those areas. So we have now installed our new Versa table with the full extension. So now I think it's time for us to install the final piece of what makes this Versa table amazing, which is our new grid glider. So we're looking at a 12 by 20 glider mat that allows you to be able to not only have all of these great grid markings, but also we have angles coming through the needle area. So you've got a 30-degree, a 45-degree, and a 60-degree angle. You also have your centering right through the needle and then center horizontal needle. You've got lots and lots to work with, great for all kinds of different patchwork projects and home deck. And then it's got the rectangular cutout, so it's meant to be able to use with feed dogs up. Our new Versa table, again, we're looking at a table that is, when it's in full form, 16 by 27 in size. And when you're wanting to do smaller projects, you have the option of taking off the extension, and you've got a table that is 13.5 by 16 that really gives you some great workspace area. We are really excited to be able to bring this new Versa table to all of our Sew Steady fans because we have now officially created a table that is as versatile as we know all of your sewing and quilting needs are. Thank you so much.
All right, so now that you have all of our information on the amazing Versa table, I thought we should go ahead and take you over to learn a little bit about the new extensions. So let's talk again about like who would want a Versa table. Okay, so this is a Sew Steady modular table. So this is a table that can go down to 13 by 16 if you're just doing small projects, and all the way up to, on the original version, 27 by 16. So that's a pretty good size table for doing everyday quilting and sewing needs. Well, now we're going to introduce the opportunity to be able to make that even bigger. So originally we created this table for a couple goals. We wanted to create a solution that would be great for small spaces. So folks that are working, maybe traveling half the year and maybe they're doing the RVing life, or folks that just wanted to be able to have a smaller table in their smaller workspace that they have at home. And then we also wanted to create a table that would potentially be able to get places a little bit cheaper. So for customers that wanted a So Steady table that were international, this table was actually created as a solution for being able to bring in a kind of a smaller size table that had the potential of being a lot bigger. So the Versa table is a great solution for being able to have a smaller package coming to you, but be able to get ultimately a nice big table in the end. So those are kind of the original versions. A lot of folks just love the ability to be able to have a modular table. Now, the number one question is, can I add these onto an existing table? And at this time, really the curves and the contours that are built into this table are a little different than our standard So Steady curves and contours. So in fact, the corner radiuses are just a little bit sharper. So it really is a modular table in itself. You can't add on leaves to existing tables and have them fit quite the same, because you'll see as we get a little bit closer in that some of the contours that we have built into the tables, and I'll show you that as I bring out the new leaves, are just a little bit more curved, kind of to match each other, the curves of each other. So let's go ahead and introduce the two new leaves. So the two new leaves that we have for the Versa table are extending it out to become a 28.5 by 27. So that's 27 left to right. Now we've got 28.5 to the back. So pretty nice size. So this is the back leaf. So this is going to be the back left leaf. So I'm going to add the tables to this, but I am showing you, notice how it's curved right there. That is going around the back corner of this table right here and allowing it to just kind of form perfectly to each other. So it's giving it that extra fit. So I'm going to go ahead and just flip that over, and I'm going to start adding my legs to it, and I'm going to bring out my other leaf because we're going to want to do the same thing we just did on the original version where we use our brackets to connect. So I've got my brackets already set with my legs right there. So that's going to be on the left side. And so let's go ahead and place our legs down. So we're going to do the same thing where we want to measure these legs to the legs that are on the table already. So because we want to get the same exact height in the end as we have on the others. Just makes it so much easier when the legs are all the same height, because when you go to fit them together, this table especially, you want to make sure everything is just fit just right. Okay, so now I'm pulling out the second leaf. So this second leaf, again, is going to match to this leaf. So the goal is that we're going to go ahead and place our legs like so. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of spread this out. I'm doing this on my existing tabletop space. So I've already added the bracket to these legs, and so I just put the legs into the bracket itself, and then I can go ahead and pop them on like so, and then I just push the bracket down. And same thing here, popping the legs on and pushing the bracket down. And now I have my extension, guys. So this is turning my So Steady table into a 28.5 by 27 size table. And notice that I have this little contouring thing happening on the bottom edges right here. So that is actually what's going to go on the back side. And so I've got my Versa bag. That's where I'm storing all of my goodies. So the only other thing that I want to do at this point is I want to pull out one more bracket, because I want to actually attach this leaf to this table. So in order to do that, I'm actually going to go ahead and pop off this leg right here. And then I'm going to pop off this leg right here. There we go. And this is going to make it a little bit easier. I'm not going to flip them all over just because I think that could be a little bit more challenging. I'm just going to kind of slide that in as I go. So here we go. So I'm going to flip this over right here. I'm going to get this underneath the table, and I'm fitting this to the underside. So now I'm just going to lift this up and then push that down. And voila, we have officially connected our 4 leaves to our Sew Steady Versa table. Now, if you find that there are some legs that are sticking up a little bit higher than others, that's when you're going to just use your levelers to adjust the height and make it all fit. The only other thing that we like to send in for our Versa, the full size table, is we want to make sure you can kind of keep everything connected really nicely again. So we actually do send in another glider for you to use, and that is our Clear Advantage glider. And I don't know how many of you have tried this glider out. This is a great solution. And again, it's just giving you more glider footage, and then it's able to go ahead and kind of connect all those pieces together. So that's our Clear Advantage glider. And so that's going in with the Sew Steady Versa table when you order all 4 parts together. You do have the option, and I'll take you over to our website when we finish up here. You do have the option to purchase this in modular time period. So you can purchase just the 2-piece set. Then if you wanted to add on the extension, you can add on the extension. Or if you originally got the Versa, you can go ahead and add on the extension later. And then if something happens, you have the opportunity to order just the individual pieces as well. So kind of a handy little thing for you. And so now you're looking at a full size Versa table. Look at how big that table is, guys. 28 by 27. So 28 inches deep by 27 inches left to right. So that's a pretty mighty size table for our little old Everstone machine sitting right here. And it isn't necessarily recommended for serger machines just because those have a much deeper bed. And so this being only 13 or 16 inches, that could be a little bit of a challenge to fit sergers. But it's a great solution for just a standard domestic sewing machine. So we hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit more about our Sew Steady Versa table today. And now I'm going to take you over and we're going to talk a little bit about your chance to win this week on our Sew Steady website. So on Friday, we're going to be sharing with you some information about our new Tacoma template series. And I say new, it's been around for a couple of years now, but we are giving you the opportunity to win the 2-piece 12-inch Tacoma set. And we're going to share with you some of our trunk show, and you're going to get to watch a little bit of the video from the class. But we do have a fun little blog about the template set here, so you can read a little bit about the template set and understand more about the project called The Ranges by Leonie West. And then our giveaway is at the very bottom. So if you'd like to enter to win the giveaway, we highly encourage you to do that. Go ahead and just scroll down to the bottom of our blog post. You can find that link right there at on our Facebook page, but I will post a link to you this right now. And the template quilting is really, really cool with this. And to be honest, the rulers they look a lot like a clamshell. I was going to try to pull that up in a bigger way. There you go. You can see that they look a lot like a clamshell and in just the overall way that they're designed. But I think it's a really neat ruler. And when she does all of the designs, you can see she's creating a lot of different shapes, but it is a spinning clamshell, if you will. So you're going to be doing a lot of spinning designs with it. So someone said that they were tempted to do something with this template set, and you just might win it. So then you don't have to be template anymore. It'll be ready to go for you. So again, that is our Tacoma template set. The only other thing I wanted to point out to you is on the giveaway option, we give you the option to go ahead and get a gift for your birthday month. So we're going to start handing out for every month your opportunity to get a special gift from Sew Steady in your birthday month. All you have to do is tell us when that is. So select your birth month and we will go ahead and add you to your birthday gift list, and you'll get an email that sends you a special gift from So Steady and Westerly Design for your birthday month. So please go ahead and enter into that as well. And we'll go ahead and pick a winner on Friday after our template tasting. So one other thing, I wanted to go take you over to the Versa table on our website here. And I just wanted to go ahead and share with you the opportunity. Let's see here. There it is. On the Versa table, we have the opportunity to go ahead and choose a few different options. So you can choose just that core, which is that 13 by 25, 13 and a half by 16 and a quarter. Sorry about that. 13 and a half by 16 and a quarter size. Or you can do the extension only. So like I said, you can piece this out lots of different ways. You can do the full Versa, which is that price of the $329. Or you can do the original Versa. So a lot of different ways to do that. The original Versa is $179. That comes with the two pieces and the grid glider. Or you could do just the leaf. So you can do a leaf extension only, and be able to do those for $85. So a lot of different options for being able to get set up for the Versa and be able to have all of the versatility and the size of table that you're working on, and grow it as you need. So that is our So Steady Versa table today. We appreciate you joining us and learning all about how you can win later this week during our template tasting live with the Tacoma series. And again, that's happening on Friday at 1 p.m. So we hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and we'll look forward to seeing you then. We do have actually our bonus classes this week. You do not want to miss out. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. with Kate Quinn. And then if you have been a little bit interested in embroidery and wanted to learn more, we're doing 2 different sessions tomorrow in our embroidery class that starts at 11 a.m. We have our embroidery hooping, multi-hooping class, as well as a luxury fabrics class, all by Julie Pace, who is one of our educators. So looking forward to having you learn a little bit more about the embroidery options that you have with our So Steady Starry Nights collection. And then of course, the Kate Quinn Starry Nights bonus project. Both of those, you do have to be a member of the club to use all the rulers that are part of the project. But you can always, look at different ruler options, and just know that a lot of the rulers are going to be released out coming in the next couple months. So there's going to be a lot more Starry Nights rulers available here in the near future. But you're welcome to join the club still, because the club comes with all kinds of amazing education. We're talking about 20 different classes, an embroidery collection, a font collection, and so on. So again, join us tomorrow, 10 a.m. for our Starry Nights bonus projects and embroidery class, and then on Friday for our template tasting live at 1 p.m. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you.